All right, let's go. Fire it up. Fire it up early and often. Welcome back, everybody. Appreciate everybody tuning in. This is another segment of Mondays with Mick. I'm told I should go live with this segment. Should I go live? What do we got to do then? I got to schedule out my Mondays with Mick, or maybe we just do it every Monday at 10 o'clock. But here's the deal. There's days where you're just not feeling it, and there's days where you are. Today, I'm feeling it. You know what? At the end of the day, we're typically battered. We're typically bruised on these Monday mornings after the daily seashore grind. But hats off to me this weekend. I was somewhat of an okay boy. I might have got into a little trouble on Saturday night, but we're here, folks. Another Sunday fun day for the ages. And we're going to fire it up. A year ago today, we were slinging internet circuits. And fast forward 1 year, we're here talking to you fine folks, chasing the dream we call Samboner, Sambone Nation, alive and well. As always, appreciate everybody's love and support. Things are starting to get heavy out there, and we are right in the thick of one hell of a summer. We're Samboning the shore. And are you ready for this, folks? Are you ready for this, folks? I got big news. You can throw away your milk carton with Joey Mayo on the side because he has been found. He's been found. He was Samboning the Sea Isle run over the weekend. We'll get more into that in a second. He was Samboning a little Giovanni's. He was taking little clips on his phone over the weekend on the beach. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm shaking my head going, man alive, Joey Mayo is here and he is up and he is alive and well. Holy shit. All right, there we go. We're off to the rails already. But appreciate everybody tuning in. Got a lot to cover here today, so bear with me. We will get through the day, and hopefully I'm helping you get through the day. But, dude, we got to start with one name, and one name in particular, and that is not Trey Anastasio, folks. That is Trey Turner. Trey Turner. Are you kidding me? Like, this is a lot to unpack. And some people might just say, I don't really give a fuck at the end of the day. But for me, as a Philadelphia sports fan, diehard Philadelphia sports fan, I have a mixed bag of reviews in terms of what the fans did in effort to help Trey Turner. Look, I wasn't trying to play villain. Honestly, I just was a little caught by surprise. Like the whole, let's go get him, Johnny, that type of treatment. Like, I don't know. I just didn't see it all the way through. Now, look, I'm not the guy that wants to get the guy comes up to bat and just boo him. Like, no, I'm not that guy, right? Yeah, at the end of the day, if you go 0 for 4, you boof a couple balls in the infield, you cost the team the game. Yeah, a little friendly boo. Like, no shit. I'm not trying to kick anybody to the curb, but you're going to get a little boo action. But holy shit, pump the brakes, Samboners. What the Philadelphia faithful did was took a higher road, a road that as a Philadelphia sports fan, I don't think that we have ever gone down this path. Shout out to that guy, Philly Captain. I don't really know much about the Philly Captain. I know he got some really good publicity. He wants to take a lot of that credit. And sure, fucking I would too, man, if I was the Philly Captain. But at the end of the day, what we did was we helped this kid, Trey Turner, and we inspired him to just get the fucking whatever was just hanging on his back. And it worked. It worked. A standing O in the first at bat, a standing O in the second bat, a standing O in the third at bat. Next thing you know, the bats start to open up. Little RBI single here, couple doubles the next day. And just like that, he's got a billboard on I-95 thanking the Philadelphia faithful fans for all their support. I'll tell you what, that is special. It really is. And it took me some time to really think about how special that is. And, at the end of the day, it could have backfired too, right? It could have backfired. He could have went 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 0 for 4, 0 for 12 on the weekend. And I'll tell you right now, they would have quickly turned their back and they would have booed him right out of the stadium. But that didn't happen. So at the end of the day, it worked. It's one hell of a story. I hope it continues to pick up because this team, this Philadelphia Phillies team, this team is rocking and rolling, and they are 100% a World Series contender. Look, I get it. The Braves are a good 9-10 games ahead of them. And, the Braves, they choked last year. I don't know if they're going to choke again this year. But the Philadelphia Phillies and just the camaraderie in the bullpen, the camaraderie in the dugout, and that sounded pretty cheesy, but like there's just so much good energy surrounding this team, and they're all in it together. They seem like they have that chemistry to win another championship. Guys like Bryce Harper, like you hear what Bryce Harper said yesterday. Like, I wish I started my career in Philadelphia. He basically just fucking told the Washington Nationals to go pound sand. Like, this guy is Philly through and through, gets up to the plate with his Philly fanatic spikes, his Philly fanatic batting gloves. He's starting to tear the cover off the ball. Oh, man alive. We are in for one hell of a run. Like I said, we are in the thick of a beautiful, beautiful summer. But before you know it, we're all going to be back in Philadelphia, not only cheering the Philadelphia Phillies on, but we're going to be firing up the Birds opening day, 9-10 against the New England Patriots, followed up 5 days later with the home opener, 9-14 against the Minnesota Vikings. Justin Jefferson and possibly Colin Thompson coming to Philadelphia. Man alive, that could be a Thursday night for the ages. So it's just a beautiful time right now. I mean, these are some of the best weeks of the year. We're right in the thick of summer. We're gearing up for a nice little pennant race. The Birds will be back on the tube in no time with their spring training. Again, it is no better time to be a Samboner. So I appreciate everybody's love and support. Appreciate everybody just chiming in. It's been nothing but a ton of fun. Sambone the Shore, right? We're Sambone the Shore. Yeah, we did roll out a calendar in the first month of the year. Wing month. January was wing month, and we had it all scoped out. But look, you got to think fast. You got to be quick on your feet. You always got to call a couple audibles here and there, and that's what we've been doing. We've been calling audibles all summer. Grill month in June, beer month in July, and here we are. We're Samboning the Shore, and unfortunately, we're off to a little bit of a slow start. I Sambone some of those Corporalese pie, potato chips. I'm not into all that shit, honestly. I'm an old soul. Like, I don't need Corporalese. And then kudos to Corporalese. Kudos to Mike's Barbecue. Kudos to John's Roast Pork. Like, that is awesome. If her potato chip wanted to come to me and say, hey, you want to do a Sambone potato chip? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, like, I'll just take a traditional barbecue chip or maybe a nice little ruffle. I do like the ruffles or those Cape Cod chips. Those Cape Cod chips are some of the, oh my God, I could eat those all day long. But, kudos to those small businesses having that opportunity to collaborate. So we kicked it off with a little Corporalese chip. Oh, man, this Woovie coffee guy, Grant Callahan's buddy, he's an absolute Samboner at heart. Dude, if you're listening, keep on Samboner, my friend, because you are a natural Samboner. I threw a couple old school reviews in there. Fat Pat with a little dirty banana. And then the legendary, iconic Mr. Harry Donahue. That review will go down in Samboner history. Brian's Waffle House, no longer in business, but Harry laid it down with an ultimate Sambone from yours truly, Avalon, New Jersey. Who else is getting into the mix? Seth Philly. Shout out Seth Philly. Off to a flipping hot start. Coming in hot from Montauk, New York, with a nice little lobster roll. Addie J, Sambone, and the caramel popcorn, and Bonds, Sam Bonds. That guy just does not mess around. So, relatively a slow start here as we kick off Sambone the Shore month. But as I always say, things continue to just gradually heat up as the month goes on. People find their ways. And then, like I always say, it's always Samboner debut season. Met a bunch of Samboners at the bar on Saturday night. I got a feeling there's some fun reviews coming. So keep up the good work, Sambone Nation. I got to get back out there too. I'm kind of in a rut. Like, I don't know, man. It's tough down here. You're drinking beers here and there. You're eating not right every day. I eat a lot of watermelon. I fire up some protein shakes. I know, right? Protein. I gotta have my protein. But no, I'll get back out there. I want to get over to Hank Sauce. Shout out to Hank Sauce, proud affiliate of Hank Sauce. Use the promo code Sambone. I know that they're serving up an unbelievable cheesesteak that I need to get my hands on soon. Shout out to Berardi Brothers. My little Sambone Jr. has been handing out menus for the Berardi Brothers. Nice little side hustle for a 12-year-old kid. Get out there, hour, 2 hours, pop in the Berardi Brothers, get a little slice of pizza, maybe a cheesesteak. He's cutting his teeth out there. They all are, man. We're having one hell of a time here in the Samboner hood. And like I said, it's a beautiful time to be a Samboner. It's always debut season. Get out there and Sambone the shore. Show us what you got. What's your favorite, your favorite shore treat, your favorite shore drink? There's so many out there. Let's go. Get after it. I'll look back on the week. My week got off to a slow it's kind of a screwy start. I took the kids over to camp on Monday, and I love driving through Avalon. Like, if anybody's never been to Avalon, it's just one of those perfect little shore towns. Yeah, it might be like, I don't know, it's cooler by a mile. I brought that up. But like, there's no reason to go fast in Avalon. Like, I hate when I see people speeding down the shore. There is no reason to go fast. You got to soak it in. You got to look at these fucking houses. They're unbelievable. All the shops and restaurants. It's just a really cool, unique little shore town. Anyway, I dropped the kids off at camp on 11th Street. I'm making my way back through the town. And here I am getting pulled over with my 7-year-old daughter and my dog in the back seat. And I'm thinking to myself, like, why is this guy pulling me over? I did nothing. I'm like, I drive so slow down the shore because I love it so much. And I love just people watching and just like checking out the scenes. And sure enough, this guy pulls me over. And right away, I'm like, oh my God, my bad, officer. Didn't I let that person cross the street? Was that a pedestrian? Blah, blah. I'm like, why did they? And he's like, dude, chill out. You don't have to talk. I'm fully guarded here. I got a gun here, this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, you're right. I'll shut up. He's like, your tail light's out. I'm like, my tail light's out? Pull me over for tail light? Like, all right, my tail light's out. Guy takes my information, goes back into his cop car. 5-6 minutes go by. He comes back out. He goes, what's your birth date again? I'm like, February 5th, 1980. There you go, Samboners. I'm 43 fucking years old. But at the end of the day, he goes back to his car for like another 15, 20 minutes. And I'm thinking, like, all right, what's going on here? Did this guy like find like my record from the past? Like, I don't really have a bad record other than serving some time at the Veteran Stadium prison cell. That's about it. I've had a couple, disorderly conducts. I'm a saint, Samboners. I don't get myself into trouble. And if I do, I get out of it. But this guy comes back and he's like, look, I'm going to let you off. Get the tail light fixed. And I'm just like, thank you so much, officer. Like, why that took 25 minutes, I have no idea. But what are you gonna do? It's like, yeah, I don't know if we should get into the whole Shuby conversation, but like, it's funny how we come down here, we pay taxes, we rip up the town, we produce so much goddamn revenue for these islands, but at the end of the day, the locals are so quickly to kick us out. Like, they want that quiet September. They want that even quieter October. Like, I don't know, man. I'm still caught up on it. Like, I get it. I don't want them coming back to my turf and trampling all over, Montgomery County or Bucks County or wherever you may desire, or wherever you live. God forbid I say Philadelphia, because if you don't live in Philadelphia and you say you're from Philadelphia, like, you're going to get your hand slapped. But that's either here nor there. I'm born and raised Bucks County, now live in Montgomery County. At the end of the day, I'm a diehard Phillies fan, Birds fan, Sixers fans, Flyers fans. So go Birds, go Philadelphia. I don't know. Go fuck yourself, honestly. I think that debate is the dumbest debate in the entire Sambonerhood. I don't want to get caught up on that, but like, how quickly they want us to leave it boggles my mind. And like 9 out of 10 people you talk to are like, oh, I can't wait till September. Like, what are you talking about? This is like the greatest 8 weeks of our lives. Like, we come down the shore, we hang out, we yuck it up, we meet new people, right? That's what it's all about. Trying to bring people together and hang out. I don't know. I really don't know. But dude, this last week was, I think it's great. Now, granted, I got a little bone to pick, but so last week was Delco week. I think I might have brought it up in my episode with Colin on Friday, but like, Delco week, you got to be kidding me, man. Like, how do they get away with it? There's no such thing as Bucks week. There's no such thing as Monco week, Chester County week, Philadelphia County week, but no, Delco week. And again, people from Delco, what, you're not allowed to be from Philadelphia? Like, you're as Philly as it gets. Like, somebody tell me what's going wrong out here. But dude, no other county in the entire tri-state can get away with it. Delco week. What is my hair doing? If you're watching on YouTube, I got like 2 things pointing up like I have horns on my hair. Whatever. Hairline looks good though. Holy shit, we're off to a good start here today on this beautiful Monday, fun day in Sea Isle City. But Delco week, dude, they pack it large, like wide and large, like these freaking beach circles, like 50, 60 people at a pop, like the entire stretch walking into the beach, probably like 300 bikes. Now, the one thing that fucking pissed me off was that there was a ton of beer cans all up and down the dunes. Shout out to a couple of the just two guys I saw. They were in there scrapping and crawling. They must have picked up over 100 beer cans caught up in the dunes. I just thought that was bullshit. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody, but back to the Delco scene, like those guys know how to do it right. A couple beer Olympics on the beach, cornhole, washers, a little soccer game, ladder ball. Not washers though. You gotta throw washers in the mix. Washers is the greatest game of all time. Unfortunately, yesterday I did not have a good day. I got off to a really bad start. Picked it up at the end. I think I went 4-4 on the day. Yeah, it's not too good. There was a couple young and sharks out there, like 13, 14-year-olds came in and started taking our money. I'm like, holy shit, man. Rough day for me, but we're having a ton of fun here. Sea Isle City has not disappointed one bit. What else went on? Samboners? Oh my God, dude, you know what Saturday was? Saturday was the traditional 10-mile Sea Isle Bill Gallagher, yep, the 10-mile Bill Gallagher CIO run. It's 10 miles, but here's the deal. 7 of those 10 miles are on the beach. You start on the promenade, you go about 2.5 miles. The worst part about this race, so I've done this race 5 times, if you can believe it or not. I've ran 5 10-mile runs in my life, but it's no just regular 10-mile run. This is a 10-mile run, 7 of it on the beach. The hardest part is that transition from off the promenade through the soft sand till you get to the hard sand. Then you got to go back off the soft sand into the promenade again, and then back onto the beach for like another 5 miles. It is grueling. So we sat there at the 7.5-mile mark. It's where we saw Samboner Joe running by with a Corona Light in his hand, barefooted. That fucking guy who ran the race barefooted with a Corona Light in his hand. Like, man alive. But we're at the 7.5-mile mark, and we're looking at people's faces, and it's like, this looks so painful. I don't know what it is. Like maybe you're like running on a slanted hill. You got the waves crashing. Like I've been at where years where it was like 55, rainy, windy, miserable. You have like 2 hours of sleep. Everybody's completely hungover. Like the one year I'm running in a race. It might have been the first year we were running. My buddy Rock, Toast, aka All Right Rocco Samboner at heart. He's running the race. He hits me up at like the 3.5-mile mark, comes by and goes, "Yo, butt, you got a cigarette?" I'm like, "You got a cigarette?" The guy asked me for a cigarette in the 3-mile mark. Next thing you know, fried on just dropping like a fly. Everybody's just, oh my God. We got to the 8-9-mile mark. I couldn't even breathe. I had to stop. I had to walk like every 100 yards. I had to just walk. One of the most painful races. So anybody out there running in the 10-mile Gallagher run over the weekend, saw a bunch of you Samboners out there. Appreciate all the hoots, the hollers. Kudos to you, because that, in my opinion, is one of the hardest races that you could ever run. And man, I'm like in pain just thinking about it. And like I gotta go for a run right after this podcast, because I'm starting to, it's starting to get bad down here. A little under here. These Samboner shirts, though, I'll tell you what. I'm wearing one of these Samboner shirts right now. That might be the most comfortable beach t-shirt on the island. Like, it is so comfortable. I don't mess around though, right? We're gonna put t-shirts on the market. It's going to be comfortable. It's got to be comfortable. It's got to hide your titties, make you feel nice and slim. And that's honestly, that's what I do. I got the gray one on right now. The gray is, I'll tell you, man. But yep, that's all, man. That's all we got. We're Samboning the shore. We're off to a relatively slow start. I'm hoping it picks up here. A lot's about to pick up. Again, like I said, the Phils are about to make an unbelievable pennant race run. The birds are going to be in high gear in no time. We still have beautiful weather ahead. Youth sports, I'm sure, is going to be picking up here. I know soccer is, a little football action for the boys and girls. And as always, it's a beautiful time to be a Samboner. Appreciate everybody supporting the page, the location episodes, the most recent one, all things Avalon, Stone Harbor. Prior to that, we did all things Sea Isle, all things Wildwood. We did a little South Philly action. We did a little Delco action. All the local businesses, small businesses. You can't thank you enough for everybody just chiming in and supporting us. We'll continue to scratch each other's back and hopefully just continue to plow through because Sambone Nation has never been this hot. And can't thank everybody enough for just chiming in, getting involved, getting behind it. Nothing but a ton of fun here. Big shout out to our lead sponsors, the Wharf in Wildwood. If you haven't been down to the Wharf this summer, Damien and the crew just holding it down. Shout out to Mickey Kober, just doing all good things there. It's a hot spot, man. Unbelievable. Like I always talk about it, the day on 4th of July when we went there, just like being able to boat up to any bar just goes to show you that's for me, that's starters. Like going bar hopping on a boat is the best. But now you get to pull up to a brand new 500 seat. Well, I think it sits about 500 people, like a cool little beach bar where they got all these different tailgate games surrounding this like main little canister right in the middle, which is like the main bar. It's nothing big, but it's just perfect. You can walk up there, grab a couple drinks. There's plenty of picnic tables, plenty of high top tables surrounding the waterfront. Again, all the beach games in the middle. Perfect for your family. It's filled with all types of fun. They have live music inside. There's a big back bar with what's it called? Another just like bar at the stretch of the end where you can also pull up. And then obviously inside, they're slinging all kinds of good food. The hot honey pizza I'll talk about till the cows come home. Cheesesteak, sushi, you name it, they got it. The Wharf is doing it right. Another big shout out to our good friends at Magerks. Particularly Fort Washington and Horsham is where we used to hang. We hang out. They're, I think, adding one more new location to bring them to a total of 9. But man alive, again, like no better place than Magerks to go watch the Phils game, to go watch the Eagles in the fall. Their food is fantastic. Like for a somewhat of a chain, like I don't know if it's a chain, like as a 9 restaurant chain, like Iron Hill Brewery, I think they're like 12, 13, like that may be a chain, but like chains are tough. But dude, I'm telling you right now, like Magerks does it right. They take a lot of passion around their food. They claim to have the best cheesesteak, best bar cheesesteak, in basically like the sports bar environment. And I think they might be right. I really do. I could go for a cheesesteak right now. Like, honestly, I'm not feeling that great. That's what I might go get a cheesesteak today. Holy shit. There you go. There you go. Shout out to my boys, the fish, and the other Trey Anastasio. Nothing better. An 8-show run at Madison Square Garden in the middle of the summer. 8 beautiful shows. No repeats. I know some of you guys out there might not be into the fish, but I personally feel like it's some of the best rock and roll going right now. You know, give it a look, give it a listen. The tickets, it's the hottest ticket in the entire, like at the Man Music Center. The tickets were $400 for GA. It goes to show you something. 2 years ago, we could probably get $100, $150. Right now, the hottest show of the summer, $400. Just goes to show you, man. I'm telling you, a lot of good energy there. Love what they're doing. And I'll leave you with this. My Aunt Grace Slick, my claim to fame, Grace Slick. Look her up. We're related. But I love when I hear like little certain lines out of her music, and it just for some reason just gets me going. And it's basically the fact that we are building something together, and with that, like we can spend some time forever, because guess what, Samboners, nothing's going to stop us now. I know that was really cheesy, but I tend to do cheesy things. I write shit down and I just go for it, and that's what Samboning's all about. So take a look, take a bite, keep on Samboning. Hope everybody has a great week. Go Fightins. Love y'all. Samboner out. Pop that Sambone, and baby, it's on. Driving 45 minutes just to grab a bite. Know that it's worth it when the neon's in sight. My mouth starts to water, my knees get weak. I post it up on Insta so that everyone can see it. I put in my order, set up my phone, clear me a table line.